So I've never been here before, but it's pretty nice. Obviously we're fishing some low water conditions. There's not a whole lot of water in this lake, but welcome to Twin Valley Reservoir. This will most likely be the last trip of the fall, unfortunately. We're supposed to get a lot of snow next weekend, and that's a little bit unfortunate, but it's nice and warm right now. We're gonna capitalize on this. A little bit of wind out there on the main lake, some chop, and we'll see what we can do. Let's try to get some pike in the boat. We seem to be protected on this side of the lake, so it's probably where we'll stick, but honestly, the wind has dropped since we got here, and we've been pretty fast loading up. So looks like it's gonna turn out to be a nice evening. Perfect. On. It's good. That's a good fish. I got it pinned. It feels nice. It feels actually really nice. Oh, it's not as big as I thought, but I mean, it's a first. Got him. Got him. That's that first fish of the day. Man, that's a healthy pike. Super, super fat. And look at what he struck. Absolutely destroyed my spinnerbait. That is bent out. I'm gonna have to rebend that, but that's a really nice pike. I'm gonna get this guy released really soon, but that's a 26-inch pike. And then after I release this, I'll talk to you guys about the pattern, but beautiful light fish, super stained water, and that's gorgeous. We'll let him go. So this time of year has to be my favorite for pike fishing. So you can see that fish was very well fed, super fat. And yeah, this time of year, the pike are really filling themselves out. The water, I'm not sure if you can tell, is extremely murky. It must have just been windy, and around the whole bank, it's just sand, just like that. So the water can get chalked up pretty quickly. That's why that pike was that lighter color, doesn't get as much sunlight. So I'm throwing a lure that worked really well for these conditions. It's a spinnerbait. It's just crash and bang down there, slow rolling it right above where the fish are. And the hard part was really locating the weeds. It took us a little bit of paddling to find the weeds, but once we did, we got on a nice pike, and I lost 2 before that. Right now what we're fishing, we've got an island right here, and it's a really small island. In fact, this wouldn't be here if the water wasn't so low, but right by this island, we've got a really nice weed bed, and we can actually see the weeds poking out of it. So we knew immediately this was gonna be a good spot. In fact, I saw a perch swim right by the boat. So there's clearly bait fish here. The bait fish could be spawning right now, and that's why these pike are moving up into these bays, and let's try and get some more, but that was a nice pike. We'll take it. All right, there we go. Finally got this thing straightened up. Like I said, I'm working the KVD spinnerbait, and on the back of it, I have the Headbanger Banger Ribs swim bait. I'm using it as a trailer, and it has a really nice profile. And of course, that kicking action, like you guys have seen on the channel before, is absolutely incredible. And that's kind of what I'm rocking right now. Like I already mentioned, the spinnerbait in these chalkier water conditions is just deadly. And I know a lot of people really like throwing it when it's windy, but it works just as effectively, I find, when it's calm like this as well. So if you got that chalky water, that muddy water, do not be afraid to throw the spinnerbait. Oh, right here. Right here, follow me up. Follow me up. I told you there was something here, Dad. Ooh, that'll get the heart racing. Finally, we're seeing a fish. I got him! That is awesome! That is so awesome! That is so awesome! Got him. That feels very nice to get this fish. It's not huge at all, but I saw it follow me in. I took another cast, worked it right by the side of the boat, and he destroyed it. Second one on the spinnerbait, paired up with this lure right here. Headbanger Banger Ribs. The link to this will be in the description below, and I highly recommend you buy them. Another nice pike. Let's let him go. I just don't have another spinnerbait. That's the only issue. And in fact, I think you would like a spinnerbait a lot. Oh, I got one. I was just about to say, you'd like a spinnerbait. Another one. Awesome. Awesome. Well, that's another really nice pike. I was just saying to my dad how unfortunate it is I don't have another spinnerbait for him to use, but I mean, it's clearly the best lure for these conditions. My dad has had no luck, and he's tried many different lures. Get this guy unhooked. You guys can see he's got a messed up lip right there. Now, I don't think that was from me. It's got his own hole right there from my hook, but seems he's been caught before. Messed up jaw. We'll take it. Another nice pike. Well, that was about 2.5 hours. Not quite sure how well you can see me, but we're wrapping it up right now. We're actually gonna have a beach fire just because of how nice of a day it is right now. Well, I guess how nice of a night it is. It's pretty dark now. We're done fishing. You know you're done fishing when it gets to the point where you can't see where the tangle on your rod tip is when you're fishing. So we're calling it there. You can see Dad's just driving right onto the beach. That's the beauty of there being such low water here. You can just drive right down to the beach and get easy access to the canoe. So it makes loading it up quite easy. And yeah, that's gonna do it. It wasn't the most successful of days. I've obviously had better, but 3 fish at a new lake, we'll take it. The conditions today were a little bit tough. The wind was really nice, actually. There was no wind at all, but the unfortunate part was how murky the water is. I'm not sure if that's typical here, but it was quite murky. So I was using a spinnerbait like you guys saw, big reaction bait, a lot of vibrations, a lot of flashing, and that's what got them. Again, make sure to check out the trailer of that lure in the description below. That's the banger ribs. And yeah, nothing else to say. Let's go make a fire and enjoy the rest of the evening.